In contrast to fiat currencies such as the dollar, pound, euro, and yen, Bitcoin is a digital coin that is not generated by any government or legal authority. A distributed network of users and cryptographic protocols are necessary to produce, store, and move BTC. So, in this video, we're going to figure out what is the difference between the value and valuation of an asset. We're also going to explore how Bitcoin's value is set, and is it possible for it to ever drop to zero? Investors conduct their business dealings directly rather than via an intermediary. The peer-to-peer network eliminates trade barriers and facilitates business. In 2008, Satoshi Nakamoto suggested the world's first cryptocurrency, which was introduced in January 2009. The number of businesses that accept Bitcoin is increasing on a daily basis, giving it a genuine market value. This virtual money, however, has been severely handicapped by security concerns and volatility. Even at its peak, it was difficult to obtain accurate answers to basic issues such as what determines Bitcoin's worth, who determines Bitcoin's price, and if Bitcoin has inherent value. The value of Bitcoin is determined by the same market dynamics, namely supply and demand, that impact the price of other commodities and services. When there are more buyers than sellers, prices will most likely rise. Furthermore, the price of Bitcoin is not established by a single institution, nor can it be exchanged in a single location. Each market or exchange determines its price based on supply and demand. Welcome to Crypto Inquiry, where we are dedicated to providing you, the investor, and the crypto curious with factual information and topics. Our goal is to keep you informed to make educated and timely decisions and remove the fog of hidden information. Nothing is meant as financial advice, and always do your own research before investing. Here, we are building a community to help each other stay informed and make the most of our financial gains. Bitcoin's value or price versus valuation. When purchasing or selling any financial asset, it is critical to understand the differences between pricing, value, and valuation. The present price, or what someone is prepared to pay for anything right now, is the value. A sophisticated study of an investment is valuation. The present market price is Bitcoin's value. Its intrinsic or true worth is impossible to determine, valuation. Analysts access a company's financial condition and stock market potential. The findings are evaluated and then rated using community-accepted measures, which determine the stock's true worth. These indicators may then be used to calculate a relative value by comparing them to the performance of other equities. Bitcoin's relative worth may be determined by comparing it to other cryptocurrencies. However, because stocks and bonds are distinct instruments, comparing their intrinsic worth to Bitcoin is impossible. It is critical to understand that investment valuation differs from investment value. The word intrinsic, absolute or actual value, is frequently used to refer to the value determined via study and appraisal. Value is determined by the investor. If Bitcoin fulfills your investment objectives, risk tolerance, and returns expectations at a price you're prepared to pay, that price is its value. When you check up the price of Bitcoin, you will see this market price. What factors could impact Bitcoin's price? Bitcoin's price is influenced by a number of variables, including supply and demand, competition with other cryptocurrencies, and news, manufacturing costs, and regulation. Supply and demand. Those with an economics background are familiar with the law of supply and demand. However, if you are new to this notion, let us assist you in comprehending it. According to this concept, market factors such as supply and demand work together to establish the market price and quantity of a certain product. For example, if the price of an economic commodity rises, demand falls, and sellers create more of it, or vice versa. The price of Bitcoin is affected by an occurrence known as Bitcoin halving, which occurs when the supply of BTC declines while the demand for BTC grows. Because of the huge demand, the price of BTC will rise. Furthermore, Satoshi Nakamoto established Bitcoin with a hard cap of 21 million BTC. However, if the threshold is hit, miners will no longer get fresh Bitcoin for confirming transactions. At that point, the 4-year halving of block rewards may have no effect on the price of BTC. Instead, the real-world applications of Bitcoin will decide its worth, competition, and news. BTC is being challenged by altcoins such as Ethereum and meme currencies such as Dogecoin, making portfolio diversity desirable to investors. Any improvements made by current cryptocurrencies may cause BTC's price to fall, as opposed to an entirely different scenario in which Bitcoin was the only extant digital currency. Because of media attention, you may wish to acquire crypto assets with a bright future and avoid those with a bleak future. Hundreds of different tokens compete for investment funds, despite the fact that Bitcoin is the most well-known cryptocurrency. Bitcoin will dominate the cryptocurrency trade by 2022. However, its power has dwindled with time. Bitcoin accounted for more than 80% of total market capitalization in cryptocurrency marketplaces in 2017. By 2022, that proportion had dropped to less than 50%. The primary cause for this was improved awareness of and ability to use the alternate currency. Because of the surge in decentralized banking, Ethereum, for example, has emerged as a serious rival to Bitcoin. Investors that regard either as having the ability to rebuild the rails of modern financial infrastructure have invested in the cryptocurrency utilized as gas for transactions on its network. Ethereum represents almost 20% of the total market capitalization of cryptocurrency marketplaces. Every day, new cryptocurrencies are introduced. Other cryptocurrencies that are still being developed have grown in popularity. Tether, BNB, USD Coin, and Solana are a few other currencies that are stealing market share from Bitcoin. Despite the fact that they have diverted some investment money from the Bitcoin ecosystem, competition has drawn investors to Bitcoin. As a result, demand for and knowledge of cryptocurrencies has grown. Bitcoin has profited from the attention as a type of standard bearer for the cryptocurrency ecosystem, and its values have stayed high. Cost of production. Bitcoin production costs include infrastructure expenditures, mining power prices, and the level of difficulty of the mathematical process or indirect cost. The varying levels of difficulty in BTC's algorithms can decelerate or accelerate the currency's manufacturing rate, affecting Bitcoin supply and, as a result, its price. Regulation. Cryptocurrency restrictions are continuously shifting, with nations such as El Salvador adopting it as legal cash and China officially prohibiting crypto transactions. If there is anxiety about a certain government's move against cryptocurrencies, the price of BTC may fall. Furthermore, regulatory uncertainty will frighten investors, lowering Bitcoin's value even further. Why is the Bitcoin price so volatile? Bitcoin is a highly volatile asset due to uncertainty about its inherent worth and future value. Because Bitcoin is limited in supply, a diminishing number of new Bitcoins are generated each day. To keep prices stable, demand must equal the rate of inflation. In comparison to other sectors, the Bitcoin market is extremely small, and media coverage alone may drive its price up or down. For example, news regarding Tesla's willingness to accept Bitcoin would increase its value, or vice versa, making Bitcoin's price extremely unpredictable. Similarly, a tweet stating that the Bitcoin blockchain has been suspended will reduce its value, followed by a decrease in Bitcoin trading volume. So, given the significant volatility, can the Bitcoin price go to zero? It is technically possible. For example, the price of Bitcoin is not tied to any fiat currencies such as the US dollar or any other real-world asset. It is vulnerable to value collapses. However, we have seen that algorithmic stablecoins such as Terra USD may also cause market volatility. Nonetheless, in the case of BTC, several red flags, such as a lengthy bull market, will arise ahead of time, allowing investors to preserve their cash. Furthermore, the complicated Bitcoin infrastructure is difficult to dismantle, yet scaling difficulties may jeopardize its future. However, this does not imply that the price of Bitcoin will plunge to zero overnight. What will happen if Bitcoin's price crashes to zero? If the price of Bitcoin falls to zero, it will have an impact on traders, investment firms, the price of other digital currencies, cryptocurrency businesses, and the whole financial system. If the price of Bitcoin falls to zero, the price of other cryptocurrencies will fall as well. As a result, depending on the type of investment, many investors may simply withdraw completely or significantly to limit losses. Large institutional investors may be especially vulnerable since they are increasingly making greater investments to diversify their portfolios. Those who have lately invested at high prices or in crypto derivatives would be the most vulnerable, since they would need to liquidate other assets to meet margin calls. Customers may lose trust in a system that looks to be collapsing, impacting cryptocurrency firms such as Coinbase, Binance, and others who rely on transaction volume to create revenue and funding investments to develop. Investments in these firms may also cease or considerably decrease. Furthermore, such businesses may no longer be able to employ, pay, or attract the staff required to run and expand them. That's a wrap for this video. Check the videos on the screen if you're interested. Let us know in the comments below if you think Bitcoin's value will ever drop to zero. If you enjoyed this video, give this a big thumbs up. And do not forget to subscribe to our channel if you want to see more videos like these. See you next time.